Hello everyone. Today I will be telling you about one of Australia's biggest pests, cane turds. Cane turds, also known as giant turtle marine turds, scientific name is Rhinella marina, which used to be Bufo marinus. Their original habitat is Central and South American rainforests, but because of their surprising skills to adapt easily to the surroundings, they have managed to live in Australia, Philippines, and Hawaii. Now, there was a time in Australia where the sugar canes were being eaten by cane beetles, and Hawaii was having that as well. So Hawaii decided they would introduce some cane turds, and that became a big success. So Australia decided if it works in Hawaii, maybe it'll work in here. So 102 cane turds were exported to Australia and everyone got excited. So now let's see if it was a success or not. Now, when the cane turds arrived, they immediately were released into cane fields, but the beetles, in fact, were too high up in the canes, so the cane turds couldn't reach them and ended up just moving away and breeding a lot. Here are some of the impacts of the cane turds now. So, as I said, they breeded a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. The cane turds could breed up to 8,000 to 30,000 eggs at one time. And all of those eggs were poisonous, so no predator could eat those eggs, which means that the cane turds were getting overpopulated. The tadpoles were also super poisonous, even more than the eggs because they came out of poisonous eggs. They also ate all the food in the ponds, as there were 30,000 of them, and they have also ate native frog spawns, which stops the native frogs from spawning. The adults were worse. They were aggressive predators, eating up all the insects they could see, and also all the predators like birds, reptiles, and mammals who usually ate frogs had tried to eat the cane turds but died, because cane turds actually grow these extremely poisonous bufotoxin chemicals, which they grow in large glands on their shoulders, and this can cause excessive saliva, rapid heartbeat, convulsions, and paralysis. The reason why Aussie animals can't handle the poison is because they are unique from other animals in the world and they haven't had time to adapt with these kind of poisons. But that is not all the problems that cane turds have caused. They have caused many problems with farmers and economy as well. So let's talk about economical problems. So we know that farmers raise cattle, and cattle eat grass. And the dung beetles bury their dung in the grass, which fertilizes the grass. Now the cane turds eat the dung beetles, which stop them from fertilizing the grass as much, and because of that the cattle can't graze on the grass as easily, and also because it's not fertilized, it will give the cattle infections a lot more. It will be more common for the cattle. Also, we know that bees help the farmers a lot by pollinating their plants and helping them grow more. Well, the cane turd comes and eats some of them, so the production of the bees stop by a lot, which also means that the farmer's crops won't go as fast and he won't make as much money, which is horrible for him. Now, the government has also been put on heaps of pressure. He has had to stop the cane turd spread because he doesn't want outsiders to think badly of Australia. He has spent around $3 million already. Do you know that? Well, he didn't need to spend that money on cane turds if they weren't introduced in the first place. He could have also been used on spending on more infrastructure, tourist attractions, and that would have attracted much more tourists. Now, Western Australia haven't been impacted much, but they have been in the Kimberley region, and that's why we must not let them in. So that's all the economical impacts. Now, although cane turds are considered pests, we still do need to kill them humanely, because they are still animals. Now, some ways people kill them humanely are by simply freezing them, removing their eggs, or just giving them chemicals that will knock them out. So far in this podcast we've learned that cane toads are an invasive species which were introduced in Australia to stop cane beetles which were eating all of the sugar canes. But they didn't help at all whatsoever and ended up ruining Australia's ecosystem. And there aren't many ways to kill the cane toads as we have to do it humanely. Hopefully you've learned something and thank you for listening.